ADHDers and their feelings have a kind of strained relationship, right? We seem to have a lot of feelings, but we also seem to struggle to describe them and put them into words. And we may have difficulty dealing with them in a healthy way. So we have this kind of love-hate relationship with our feelings. Now, in this video, I'm going to give you the basic technique on how to start noticing and naming your emotions. Hi there, if you're new to my channel, my name's Abby Garrard. I'm a hypnotherapist and psychotherapist, and I'm a late diagnosed ADHDer. And I make videos on ADHD and mental health because honestly, a lot of the advice out there is quite neurotypical. So if you like tools and techniques, hit that like and subscribe button. And if you stick with me to the end of the video, you're going to see my ADHD outtakes because there's always something. So let's get back into the video. So there are tons of different words to describe our emotions. And honestly, that can feel quite overwhelming. Like, how do we know if we're tense or anxious? How do we know if we're angry or frustrated or mad or just mildly irritated? Because all of this pressure to name exactly what we're feeling can make us feel, well, who knows at this point? So just for now, we're going to get rid of all the complicated language, and I want you to forget about being super accurate. Instead, I want you to focus on just two questions. Does this feeling feel good or bad? And two, is this a high energy or low energy feeling? And to help you remember this, we're going to place this onto a simple grid. So here we've got good and bad, and here we've got high energy and low energy. And so imagine you're feeling good and low energy, like chilled, relaxed, so you'd mark that here. If you were feeling like good and high energy, like excited, like buzzing, like you'd mark that maybe over here. If you're feeling bad, but like high energy, like panicky, angry, overwhelmed, like, it would be somewhere here. If you were feeling like bad, low energy, like sad, tired, drained, it would be somewhere over here. And what this kind of does is it helps us to get rid of the words and actually just tune into what we're feeling for the first time, maybe. And if you're somebody that likes to kind of doodle or scribble things out, you can absolutely draw this grid on like a notebook or the back of a receipt. And, if you're feeling something, just kind of draw that little box and then put a cross wherever you think your feeling lands. And you don't need to label it, you don't need to analyze it, just kind of mark it down, just kind of track it. Because what we're doing here is getting you out of the language and back into your body. So you might be like, Abby, this is way too simple. Like, how is this grid going to help me with my emotions? I'm so glad that you asked. Because I want you to think of your emotions as like a whole skill that you're building. So if you wanted to become a professional scuba diver, in order to do that, you need to learn how to swim before you go diving, right? So I want you to imagine this kind of 4-box grid is you're starting the skill of learning to swim. And once you're good at that, the scuba diving can become easy, right? So I'm going to give you a peek at actually where this technique is leading. So in the next video, we're going to go into this in a lot more detail, but I'm just going to give you a peek at what's coming. So in order to do this, I'm going to recommend that you download an app called How We Feel, which is an app that's developed by scientists and psychologists as a tool for tracking emotions. And this app isn't a sponsor, they're just genuinely helpful. And I recommend this to my clients and I use this myself. It's completely free and it's very easy to use. So what you'll notice when you open the app is it asks, how are you feeling today? And then you're going to see that 4-box grid, just like we've talked about. And you can just sort of notice whether your feeling is good or bad, high or low energy. And then once you choose that quadrant, the app will open that up and it gives you a bunch of words that sit in each of those quadrants. Now at this stage, you do not need to pick the right word, but I'd like you to just almost, if you're going to use this app, pick any word that is vaguely close. And if English isn't your first language, or even if you're still unsure about some of these words, don't worry about the words. Just pick somewhere in that quadrant, and that's already going to be a huge step forwards. Because this isn't about being perfect. Even if you can't find the right words to describe how you're feeling, it doesn't matter. You just start to tune in and figure out where this energy is. Is it good energy, bad energy, high or low? Because what you're going to do is get that data and then you can see for yourself what things tend to get you into a better place or a worse place. And that information is really valuable to you So you can use the app to track, or you can do the low-tech version. Draw a grid in your bullet journal or diary, and then just sort of scribble where that cross mark would be. Where are you feeling it today? In the description of this video, I've created a PDF that you can download to print off these sheets. It's basically got loads of these grids, but any record is going to be helpful because it gives you information, gives you insight. If you'd like to explore this more in a therapeutic setting, you can work with me one-to-one. The details are in the description below. And in the next video, I'm going to show you how to build on the skill at a deeper level, how to begin to find those right words inside that quadrant, and how to start noticing patterns in how you feel over time, like what to do with this data, basically. But for now, we're going to get that foundation built. So let me know in the comments how you got on with the grid, and if you tried the app. I'd love to hear about how you found it, whether this is so much easier than all this complicated language. And yeah, don't forget to stick around for the bloopers, and I will see you in the next video. Would you like to have a sunbeam? Angelic energy here today. And I make videos on ADHD and mental health. What? What even is that? Was that you? I don't even remember touching you. Hi there, if you're new to my channel. Where's my microphone? Oh, for Christ. Take number 1000. I'm so thrilled that I watered you this week. You are glowing. You are not glowing. Oh no. Oh no. Look. Okay, you can't see how gross. Oh no. Oh no. Oh jeez. Okay, sorry. Right. As ADHDers, we can struggle with big emotions. Why is this one thing so much harder than everything else in the entire world? Right, we are exaggerating. We're exaggerating. It's like 1,000 degrees in this room. It's worth it. It's worth it. We overheated. The equipment, not me, not yet anyway. It's so hot in this room. I'm trying to figure out who's going to overheat first, me or the phone. I want ice cream. You are so pretty. Right. I just want to point out, I got that video finished. Yes!